Oh, sorry, I'm late. I thought it was 3 minutes until, and then Nick until 5, and then Nick pointed out it was actually 3 minutes past 5. I'm doing really, really, really well. So today is, what day is it? Wednesday, all day. It's nearly finished. Carlene's daily doggy went out this morning. She's busy hopefully typing me up another daily doggy that I can post for her tomorrow. We'll get the computer, Nick will get the computer installed in the White House once she's in time for her coming back, which is hopefully going to be Saturday, which will be wonderful. And that gets us all back and up and running, and it feels like the whole family's back together, which is really nice. It's very exciting, and I can't wait. I'm sure you can't wait either, so that's going to be wonderful. And we'll have a list of jobs for her to do, which is super. Even better. More hands on deck. That's all we need. Now, it's cold. Very cold. And we're still rotating animals around about all over the place. And my daughter came home last night at, she finished work and she came home about 10:30 and she called me. And I always panic when I hear from my daughter, when I know that she's, finished work and should be on her way back. That always worries me. And I was very, very glad to hear that the reason she was calling was because she said, "Mum, there's a horse outside the house." And I went, "Well, I suppose it's a farm." And I went, "Oh, which one?" She went, "I don't know." She said, It's a chestnut and it's wearing a blue coat." And I thought, well, that will be Willow. So I had Willow and come for a visit. So I took her back down. And then, of course, the problem is if Willow's managed to get out, and she's a kind of big horse, I'm looking at Single Pringle, and I'm looking at Wilbur, and I'm looking at all the other sort of like small and cutesy animals. I'm thinking this is a recipe for absolute disaster. So I put her back down in Tanner's barn, and I locked her in and locked the barn off, and we and then I realised I didn't have Wilbur, and I thought, this is just it. This is the beginning of the end of my warm hands, I can tell you. So I went out to go and find Wilbur. Managed to find him and bring him into the arena. And I started locking it off, and I thought, I'm going to lock everybody in here, make sure that nobody has the opportunity to go for a wander. And I went round, and I was checking the gates and the fences, and I couldn't see anything where Willow would have managed to get through, or any of her buddies. So I thought, right, this is looking good. Woody was in the big stall with Murphy, and Humility was on the other side. I started locking off the barn and the arena, and I was like, oh, I've forgotten the cows. So I had to go and find the cows, bring the cows in, and then make sure that everybody was behaving. I gave them a little bit more hay because there was more animals, and shut the gate, because the last thing I wanted was to find out that I had actually missed a hole somewhere, and that they'd all gone for a wander, because that's just not cool at all. So all was well, and they all settled in, and still going now, which is great. Then Nick and Brittany and myself, I've been writing thank you letters, so they're ready to go out soon. And Nick and Brittany have been working on the computer. I have now decided to totally and utterly give up on this thing here. This is my computer setup. It's massive. It doesn't work, and it takes up my whole desk. And I don't like computers at the best of times, so I don't want to sit and look at one. So I think that what I'm going to do is we have a MacBook Pro, which is only about 3 years old, or 2 years old, or something like that, but it's got a battery problem. So I'm going to replace the battery, and I'll use the laptop as best I possibly can, let's face it, and it will be able to stay in here, go travel with me, and it will be used, my laptop in particular, it would be used for the records for all of the animals, and I think that's far better than this great big honking, blinking computer setup. So that's it, and that's what we've done this afternoon. And once we've finished here, I'm going to go for a quick jaunt round the barn, give everybody a hot dinner, and then we'll get going. Janine has been exceptionally busy today. She has been organising things for the White House, getting things all organised, getting a trailer ready. She has a job tomorrow where she's actually helping somebody with an animal that's going to vet hospital. So she's going to go and help out there and facilitate that, which is super. And we'll just keep on going as we do. Hopefully Carlene's daily doggy will be through sooner rather than later, so it's ready for the morning. I mean, I don't want her holding me back or anything like that. And that will be really good. So we're still planning on going away to Pennsylvania on Sunday, presuming that everything goes well and that Carlene settles in immediately. So that will be lovely. And then picking up our cow and our surprise visitors, and on Monday, Tuesday, I need to sit and work that out. The logistics of that are beyond me at this precise moment in time. So I'm going to go through these questions quickly. Jerry, just so you know, I sent well, I'm about to send that letter to your friend Annette. So I have that here. It's ready to go. Wanda is away out doing chores with Janine, obviously. It is a touch cold, yes. Yes, we'll obviously video Carlene coming home. Well, I think Janine said she was going to video the White House. I'm not sure what she did, and I don't know whether or not she wants to wait till, you know, her mum's seen it first or what's going on. So I think given the fact that this is kind of like being her pet project, I don't want to stand on toes. It's going to be so exciting to see what she thinks of her White House. No, I'm not sure what will happen with Wanda. We'll have to wait and have a think about that. The yard camera. Yes, Nick, I was listening in. They can't start up their new channel until 24 hours has passed since they started the other one, and apparently that was at 5:30 last night, so there won't be anything happening on that for just a few more minutes or so. But Nick and Brittany are in the barn at the moment, so they're otherwise occupied. I did not get a package from you today, actually. Oh, there is one package, and I brought it down. You're never going to believe what's turned up here. This is hysterical. Well, it's not hysterical, it's a bit shocking. So this is from... Hold on a sec. Oh. That's the one that's not working, seriously. Oh, it's got a tear strip. What am I up to? There was no mail and no packages today. Now, let me see this here. Oh, I'm hoping this has got the lady's name on it. Because you know me, I'll give their own name out because I'm terrible at this. Okay. So, we have, these are fantastic. These are the hay bale cutters, and they're safe because the blade is, look, now I've got a light. Ugh. The blade just sits in there, so they're absolutely phenomenal. We'll put some string through here and we'll hang them up. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 of these. So that's absolutely fantastic. I might put some away in reserve so that we don't put them all out at one time and then lose them all at one time. So I might hide some. I'll obviously remember where I've put them, maybe. They'll go into the tack room. So thank you so very much. That's a very kind and considered present. Oh. No, there wasn't. Amazon's coming later and later. And so there might still be stuff there. Yes, Mike's still upstairs. That's where he is. Well, the dogs will be in with Carleen. So I'm not really worried about the dogs. I think they should be just fine. And Michelle will be here and Nick will be here. So that should be all A-okay. Oh, is the new channel being started? Well, that's good. See, don't ask me any questions about this stuff because I have no idea. I should have said a box. No, I don't think there was a box from you. Oh. No, I don't think so. That I just went a little while ago. Yeah, thank you, Linda. See, things appear eventually. Now, hold on, let me read this. Just a thought. Several countertop appliances were mentioned yesterday that Carleen wants in the White House. Maybe just start with 2, then add 1. So the electrics in there have all been sorted out. So firstly, they're okay. And secondly, Carleen mentions things and then doesn't use them. And there is not, that's meant to be a minimalist space. Heaven help us. And we will not be cluttering it up. I think one of the things that Michelle actually has, which is a convection oven that's countertop, I think that will suit a lot of her needs. She'll obviously have her microwave back, and then anything else will rotate in and out depending on how and when she needs to use it, because otherwise she's going to become cluttered. One of the important things in that space is it's linear. So it's a very long space with the bathroom that comes out, and it comes off one side, and then there's a massive pantry that will have the washer, the dryer, and storage in there, and then there's the kitchen, and the kitchen has been designed as roll in, roll out, as has the bathroom. So what we are really hoping, and you know Carleen does like to put things down and build things up, is that we keep this clear for her wheelchair space so that she's got freedom of movement, and that's important to keep that safe and efficient moving. Goodness knows how long it will last like that for, because she'll probably decorate the place with beds. She'll decorate, dog beds, that is, not her bed. And then we'll have the ropes in, and we'll have all the bits and pieces. So it's trying to keep it as clear as possible so that it makes for easy living, because that's really what it was designed for. And she will obviously have her coffee machine. Let's not be ridiculous or hysterical. I can certainly ask her to post it on the chat. I'm sure she'll be fine with that. Margaret, was it you that sent that? That is the most phenomenal and really lovely mug. So it came through and it didn't have a sender, and it just had the card, and I didn't know who'd sent it. Thank you so very much. I love that, and I use it every morning. That is the loveliest, fluffiest donkey I think I have ever seen. Oh. And I did actually look look to see who had sent it, but there was nothing. So I'm not sure. Yes. So I'm very appreciative of it. Thank you. And Nick's very jealous of it. Yes, we do. Look, Loretta. So over in there, that's where we're keeping all of the, we've got the cleaning supplies that have come in, the Dunkin' Donuts and the coffee maker. We've got some of the dog treats in there. And then in Kennel 9 and 10, which is going to be the creative corner, there's storage all the way along there, the gloves that came in, the heated hand warmers, all these things, and cookies and horse cookies and things that we take out on jobs, that's in there. And it's all easy to see, easy access, so that means that we should know what we've got and what we've not. So it's been designed so that things don't get hidden away in rooms or Kent Building 25. We're trying to keep things in circulation, because there's a lot of nooks and crannies here that get filled up, and then we're like, you know, I know we've got this, but I just can't quite find it. So that's what we're up to. Nick is in the barn. He's starting barn chores. So he actually doesn't, this is Angus, he actually doesn't have a massive belly. He has very long hair on his stomach. Don't ask, I have checked. And they're all due to be wormed in the next month or so. But he very definitely, he eats all the time, and it seems to be where he's very fluffy at the moment. If you put your finger in through his hair to touch his skin, there's about that much insulation. And of course, when it comes to the stomach, it all hangs down. You don't see it when it's quite so much when it's sticking out to the side, but when it's under his stomach, it all hangs down. So I did actually check that, because I thought he was looking a rather odd shape, but that's kind of like where he's at. So it's not quite as enormous as it looks. Okay, what time is it? I am going to go, because I am going to go and help in the barn and just get everybody settled in and all organised for the evening. So, and I love doing that, so that's where I'm off to. Thank you so very much. So lots of exciting things. It feels like we're coming to the culmination of what we've been working towards, which is getting Carleen home and comfortable and situated in a you know, a far easier to navigate environment. So that's exciting, and it's all, you know, lots and lots of work, but we're all getting there. So thank you very much for joining me, and I'm going to go and hide these now, all these bale cutters, and that's us. So we'll see you all tomorrow, because it's Thursday tomorrow. Yes, it is. See you then. Bye-bye.